We have started a villager operation. Hello, my name is Nawa-ish, and welcome back to Illustrator Plays Minecraft. Please avert your eyes from this terrible cobblestone box. I will most definitely make it pretty later. This place used to have a lot more villagers, but apparently they've been dying off, which is not great. Luckily, I locked away some villagers when I first found this place, so it's not a complete loss. And now they're safe in this beautiful, beautiful box. We'll make a proper villager breeder eventually, but for now, I'm just throwing carrots at them. I'm not gonna go all out with these villagers. I just want a couple of librarians so I can start trading some books. Especially mending, because I've been doing a lot of digging for the project that we're doing today, and my tools are in rough shape. So let's add on to this cobblestone monstrosity, and we can move in these villagers. Squeeze in. There we go. Make sure they can't get out. Maybe we'll get lucky and the first thing we get is mending. Anyone? Oh. Ooh, looting 3. That would be nice to have. I'm gonna want all the max level trades in the future anyways. So should I just lock this guy in? I'm gonna think about it and go get some logs for sticks so we can get emeralds from this Fletcher. While I was waiting for the trees to grow, I came over here to these horses, and this guy right here is pretty fast. So I think I'm gonna keep him. Alright, back with some logs. Okay, I'm gonna lock in this looting 3 guy. This guy also trades string. Yay for spider farms. And the next guy I will get mending. Alright, fresh new guy. I'm not gonna stop until I get the mending trade. While we do this monotonous task of placing and breaking the lecterns, let's talk a bit about the backstory of this village. In the pre-catastrophe era, this place started off as a small settlement for the workers of a nearby mine. This mine, which will be over here, was using a method called open pit mining, which is exactly what it sounds like. It's basically a giant hole in the ground. The workers were digging for a newly discovered and very sought after ore. As the mining continued, more people arrived and the little settlement grew. Researchers and scholars also found their way here, hoping to study the strange new material that they were digging up. Eventually, the mine was decommissioned, but the town continued to thrive, and the abandoned mine was slowly reclaimed by nature. So yeah, it got a bit out of hand. They just kept offering me really good books. We got mending, efficiency 5, prot 4, we always need a prot 4. There's fortune 3, unbreaking 3, always needed, and our first looting 3 guy. Getting all of these right now means that it's less work for me later, right? Though I didn't trade too much with them, I just got a couple of mending books. I want to wait until I can get better deals with them after I cure them. So let's do what I came here to do and put mending on my tools. Excuse me, and my boots. Thanks guys, I'll be back later to zombify you. So this is the spot that we're gonna make into the pit mine. It's gonna take a lot of digging, but we're not gonna do it all today. The plan is to come here and dig whenever I need a lot of stone or dirt, which today's project is going to need a lot of. But first we need to go home and fix my tools. Yay, the tools are fixed. So what are we even doing in today's episode? Why do I need all this stone? We are terraforming today. I will say that we're not doing all the terraforming today, because it's gonna be a lot. I want to focus on this part right here. A few episodes ago when I was working on the workshop down there, I drew this with a pillar of rock going all the way up into the sky. And I think it's time to make this a reality. which means we're gonna need a ton of stone. Let's slowly make our way back to the pit mine so we can start digging. Let's park our ghast and plan out where we're gonna dig. Luckily, the hills are in a pretty good circular shape already, so I'm just gonna follow the contours of that. I'm gonna have to get rid of this little mound right here so that it's a continuous oval circle shape. And let's start digging. Yep, that was a lot of digging. And look at all the stuff we got. We don't have shulker boxes yet, but I have a plan to get some of this stuff back to our base. And the plan is chest boats. Fill them up. And leads. And we can attach it. That looks great. That's definitely what it's supposed to look like. Almost forgot my horse. Come on. Whee! Oh, hi Mr. Trader. Don't really have time at the moment. I'm gonna add more. What is even happening? Oh, I love the new lead mechanics. Now, off we go! Ow. And snip it off. Well, that actually really worked. Oh, hi Mr. Fox. I see you have found the chicken. So I just realized, but my original horse is gone. I'm not sure what happened to him. Maybe he died? I don't know how that would happen though. There's nothing to really kill him here. I did look around the area and I can't seem to find him. Well, moving on from that sad bit of news, let's start planning out the project. Come back, please. I have a snowball. I have a feeling this is gonna be a bit of a problem going forward. Wouldn't it be cool if you can call a ghast with a goat horn and it stays right next to you for a few seconds? I feel like that's a missed opportunity. Oh. For a second it felt like it worked. Oh, finally. This is gonna be the biggest project that I've ever done, so I want to be very prepared. So let's do some drawing. Not much needs to change at the bottom of this cliff. We're just gonna clean up the tiered platforms a bit. But we do need to add some sort of stairs or maybe some ladders to take us all the way up to the top of the plateau. And up here is the base of the giant pillar. Similar to these ones that we've made, this pillar also erupted from the ground a very long time ago during the catastrophe. I imagine the force of it, or maybe even just the sheer weight of all that stone, caused the whole thing to break in half diagonally. I drew these simple cylinders, just so we can have a better grasp and figure out how the two parts are positioned. This next one, we have a closer look at the top plateau, with a crack in the pillar running down beside it. I imagine the crack is very dark and very foreboding, and it probably has a lot of bats. The plateau will be grassy, with some foliage, and I realized that this would be the perfect spot to have some sort of tower so that we can get on and off of the happy ghast. I also tried figuring out how the top half of the pillar would be interacting with the ground. It might be neat if there's a way to enter the space between the two halves of the pillar at ground level, and you can walk your way up and out onto the other side. There's already a bit of a cave here, so I might try to incorporate it into the design. Here's a bird's eye view of the pillar. And finally, we have this one that shows the view of the front, the sides, and the top. Oh, that was a lot of drawing. So where do we even start? I guess the first step is to get up there and cut down the trees, just so we can start with a clean slate. Trees are gone. We're gonna come back and flatten this out a lot. But first, let's make our way down, and we can start working on the different platforms, starting from down here at ground level. Move these guys out of the way. I'm thinking maybe a retaining wall, kind of like what we did over here. Maybe not. It's a bit too tall. Just gonna go with a wall. Just keep it nice and simple. And there's some stairs right here. Now for the rest of the platforms. Here's a quick plan that I drew for it. And I drew in some potential spots for the stairs. So let me go and place in some basic shapes. Alright, this is what it's looking like right now. It's not textured yet. And I was looking at it, and this area right here looks like a great place to put the stairs. It's like a natural crevice for it. There could be a bit of a switchback right here, and it keeps going up. Something like this. Oh, good news! I was in Freecam looking at the cliff, and over here is my horse! I'm not sure how it got here. Maybe the leash broke? But oh, I'm so happy. Let's put you back here. I spent some time working on the rest of the staircases. I tried ladders up here at first, because I couldn't find a good space for the stairs, but it didn't really look too good, so I ended up tweaking the cliffside a bit so I can squeeze in another staircase. And now we can start texturing. Nothing too special really, it'll just be the same as the cliffs around here. And this is how it turned out. I replaced some of the walls here with stone bricks, just so it looks more like the person who made these stairs chiseled it out of the cliffside, and some scaffolding to hold up the wooden parts of the stairs. And now we are all the way up here. Even the wandering trader found his way up. And we can get back to the top of this plateau and flatten it out. Put down some grass. Add texturing. And here's the staircase that goes up. There's a pretty good amount of space up here for that gas tower we were talking about. Alright, so I'm gonna do an outline of stone first. It's looking a bit oblong, a bit too squashed, but we can fix that in the next step, which is making a wireframe structure of the whole thing. So let's get to it. Yes. This thing is gigantic. I was just referring back to the drawing that I drew, and the proportions looked off, so I just kept on building taller and taller, and now it is above the clouds. I'm not sure why it surprised me so much at how tall this thing is, because I'm the one who drew it, but maybe it's just the fact of seeing it in the game versus seeing it drawn in 2D. But I mean, down here it looks pretty cool. Well, we've come this far, so I guess we should just keep going forward. I've got all the stone, so let's start filling in the walls. Okay. I've come to the obvious conclusion that I'm not finishing this in this episode. The front is starting to look done, but once you go to the back, it is still a wireframe. Oh, but look at all this space. I'm not sure if I'm gonna leave it empty. Maybe we can put some farms in there? Like an iron farm, finally? I know it's kind of ridiculous that I'm making this all out of stone first, because I will eventually have to replace the stone with other blocks. But I'm doing this all freehand, without making it in creative first, so I really wanted to make sure that I got the shape right, before I do any of the fancy texturing. It's definitely not the most efficient way to do this, but I'm happy to take it slow, and it's looking pretty good right now. I've accepted that I'm not finishing this today, but I want to make a bit more progress. The shape back here is still a bit flat and like an oval, so I want to round it out a bit better. And if we really, really, really slowly make our way up to the top, we can put down a layer of stone and then a layer of grass on top of it. The stone layer is so that we don't accidentally dig below us and then plummet to our deaths, because that will happen at some point. And while we're up here, we can fix the shape. The shape is getting a bit closer to that top-down view that I drew. Right. Should probably light it up down there. Torches! Boop. 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 Welp. That wasn't very surprising. I think I just experienced that bug that they hotfixed out in 1.21.7. The one where you can fall through the ghast if you're shifting on it. Pick up my stuff. We should probably light this area up too. Oh, how am I gonna get back up there? The ghast isn't gonna come down. See, wouldn't it be cool if the goat horns called them down? That would be so useful right now. But I guess I'm gonna have to pillar my way up. And we made it. Wait, I don't have a bed. Didn't I pick up the bed? I have to go back down. I got a bed. The ghast is secured. Let's get back to stone placing. Stone platform completed. Now it's time for grass. Ah, it happened again. This time, that wasn't the game's fault. I just walked off the edge. Whee! Look at all this. It's all grass. What are we even gonna do up here? I'm not even sure. There's only about 100 blocks or so until we reach the build height limit, so we can't make anything too tall right here. I'm thinking maybe some sort of big ruin, or maybe some sort of altar of some sort. I'll have to think about it. It is a bit of a bummer that I couldn't finish this all today, but maybe it's for the best. I don't want to push myself too hard and then burn out, because that won't be fun. That, and I am also running out of stone anyways, so it works out. Gotta go back to the pit mine and dig more stone. So thanks for watching. I hope to see you soon.